All right, the Bears also continuing to make moves. Just the perennial laughingstock punching bag teams. They're actually doing shit. Trey
Yeah.
Burton, tight end, pretty solid tight end out of Philadelphia. Obviously playing behind Zach Ertz, who's never going to be the man there, but
Yep.
a good solid player. And Taylor Gabriel, Gina Thomas's buddy Taylor Gabriel, and also a guy that I've drafted on multiple teams and thought he could blow up, and he really never has. But also heading to the Bears. This all going to the Matt Nagy offense. So what do you think? What do you think about these moves?
I actually love them for everybody involved. You look at it, they entered the offseason with legitimately no weapons. You're wondering who is going to be their number one receiver. They signed Allen Robinson, who we broke down last podcast. I think it's a perfect fit. They needed an alpha target
I think
hog.
he's similar to Alshon, who they lost a year ago.
Yeah, for whatever reason. Who knows why? But, yeah, exactly. Same big-bodied mold, same guy. You could just kind of throw open, climbs the ladder, goes and gets those balls, and can dominate on really every layer of the field. So you have your target hog. Yeah, they still had nobody behind him, and now you signed two perfect complements. Taylor Gabriel, we talked, obviously, with Charles Fisher, episode 2, if you go back to ffbdpod.com/2. Great interview with Charles Fisher about just Mark Helfrich, their offensive coordinator, a former Oregon coach. Charles Fisher, an Oregon guru, broke down what Helfrich will look for, what type of talents he likes to maximize. And you look at both of these guys. So Taylor Gabriel, we talked to Fisher, said they love someone that can stretch the field, someone that can get deep, put the pressure on the defense, keep them stretched out so the run game has more space to operate. Taylor Gabriel fits that to a T. Elite speed for the NFL. Also great in the screen game. When he was used at his best by Kyle Shanahan a couple years ago, Gabriel was a monster. He was scoring on record pace, record efficiency with his touchdowns. Equally dangerous catching the ball deep as he was ripping it behind blockers. So, he's going to be used well here. Definitely not a guy you're throwing into your wide receiver 3 right away and saying this is my starter. But he has some Tyreek Hill to his game, who Nagy worked with in Kansas City. Definitely has the potential to have some really good blow-up games for your flex, that type of talent, bye-week guy that could swing a week for you. And then, obviously, Nagy, Travis Kelce, loves getting his tight ends vertical, too. And Burton fits that mold perfectly. Very athletic guy for, 240-ish pounds, 6'3", big guy that can run, get open, always been a pass-first guy. I'm a big fan of Trey Burton landing here, too, just because, and as Charles Fisher called it, too, Oregon U, tight end U, because they've been producing so many good vertical tight ends in that scheme. It's just a great fit for both those guys, and Mitch Trubisky obviously benefits tremendously having 3 new improved weapons around him to really show off that deep ball. He threw the 3rd best rated deep ball last year, Mitch Trubisky did, even though he only had 30 attempts under a very conservative head coach in John Fox. So all that worked out great for Trubisky's weaponry. I think all these spots are great fits for their own values in Gabriel, Burton, and Robinson. And the Bears are ascending as an offense, which is very interesting. So I'm intrigued to see what they do.